Alright, so what's up YouTube? It's the Night Sun here, back with another video. And this video is going to be about you are not your parents. And this is like a legit video of me yapping for real, I ain't gonna lie. Just because of a simple like awareness thing. I might put the video that I was watching that made me think about this, but it was I think it was an Alan Watts video, and he was speaking about, just cycles of life and how you become your parents, or how you directly not try to become your parents through, what you think and how you act. And the crazy thing about it is almost like it's never conscious. It's so unconscious because you, even though, let's say, your parents, if they there or they not there, it seems like habits and ways they think and feelings are very much like hereditary. Like, it's people that I never seen before, and I feel like I act like them. Like, I feel like, even though like, say for example, I never been around my father a lot, so I've seen him in certain instances and circumstances, but for some odd reason, I still got like micro movements and like micro behaviors that it's like, thought this nigga do the same thing. Same thing with my little brother. I don't think he really been around them, but I noticed that he would do like micro things that act exactly like him. And it's crazy to me that even happened, but that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is that you're not your parents. I think that, I think spirits is very fluid. Like, my mother, my father, I realized that, it's going to be a certain point in time when they're not there no more. And the way that I think about people that's not going to be there for you, like your parents or even just loved ones, is that essentially like, I think in this special case, you look like your parents. I look like them and I act like them. I'm not them, but I act like them. I embody what they, what they embody. My siblings, they look like them. So in a sense, like, it's kind of like how the generations literally get passed on through, the years, that literally, like, from the older generation to the younger generation, it's like a spirit shifts, it changes from the original, whoever your original, ancestors and who they really came from. It's like that. I think that's really how spirits get transferred down to people. So in my mind, I think this idea, like, when my parents gone, essentially they're just about to come, they about to exist, but they existing through their kids. You exist through your kids. Their spirit, kind of like becomes yours, and you start to look like them. And I think that's part of the reason why, like, I look in the mirror and I like my father as much as I have. Me and my father may have problems, or me and my mother may have problems. Whatever your problem or situation is, it's like you become them. It's like, you become a better version of them. If you are improving and you want to take your life to a better position, but you should never allow yourself to be chained up by that idea. You should never allow that idea to imprison you and make you feel like you can't do anything greater than what your parents have done. Your parents is your parents, and they their own person with their own psycho circumstances, situations, and life has made them a certain way, and just like life will make you a certain way. And if you have enough self-awareness, you will be able to sidestep the same troubles and mistakes that your parent made to live an ultimately better life. And it's kind of my viewpoint about it, is that, in my circumstance, I was always running from the fact of, not trying to be like my parents, in the sense of, the mistakes they made. And I always find a way to it seems like I always find a way to still make some of those mistakes that they made. Not all of them, but, still like the mistakes that I think anybody would make. I still find myself trying to run away from, let's say, negative behaviors that they, showcased off to me. And, no matter how hard I try to run away, I still, exemplify them type of mistakes. It's not saying you can't change those mistakes, but it's just, you become what you run away from. And to prevent you from trying to run away is just purely to learn to accept the fact that, they are you. They are an aspect of you. You are an aspect of them. You are literally, you came from them. Anything that came from something, like I said, you must return to it. It's kind of like it's very, I ain't gonna lie, it don't make no sense, but I'm about to just run with it. The shit sound kind of hard, so I'm about to just keep going. But yeah, you gotta understand that, yeah, even though, you're not your parents, you are. You're aspects of them. You may be a small piece of them, and then with reality, you know, you have to make your own self an image of how you think you should be and how you are and how you want to be. And that's where, you know, that you are not your parents. You aren't their mistakes. You aren't their problems. You aren't their, you know, shortcomings. And you are your own shortcomings. You are your own trauma. You are your own individual. And you must learn to really look at yourself as such. And don't ever get consumed with, you know, don't ever get consumed with allowing yourself to be, you know, like your parents. So yeah.